The Maple Leafs make a move with the C, making Auston Matthews the 26th captain in franchise history. Hey everyone, welcome to Inside the Leafs. Rob Wong, joined alongside by Toronto Sun Maple Leafs writers Lance Hornby and Terry Koshan. And guys, it was a move that many had pondered previously. When would Auston Matthews become the next captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs? And turns out the answer is now for the franchise superstar. Terry, we'll start with you. Why is now the right time for Matthews to become the new official leader of this team?
Well, he's their best player and has been for a while. And John Tavares' production and play is diminishing. 1 year left on his contract. You know, they could have waited a year to get this done to save any potential embarrassment for Tavares. But if we're going off what happened yesterday, he was fully on board with this, and there wasn't any element of that at all. But it's really the dawning of a new era for the Maple Leafs. Why now? You have a new head coach in Craig Berube. This move would have been made a year from now when Tavares' contract expired. Had not been done now. Having it done now, it gives Berube and Matthews the opportunity to forge their relationship that there has to be between a head coach and a captain. It wouldn't have made much sense for Berube to do that with Tavares for 1 year and then make the switch. Not in my mind, at least. And he's ready for it. It's a natural thing here, a natural passing, if you will. And people get all up in arms with, oh, well, it's still the same team, and they still have to win in the playoffs. Well, no kidding. That's all true. But I don't think there's any issue with passing it on now. And I think Auston Matthews is fully deserving of it.
I would. I'd agree to an extent. I don't know if he's he's the natural successor. Will he be a good captain? That is to be decided in the next 4 years. Certainly, he's got a lot of runway to grow into the job. But John Tavares knew how to play the game, for lack of a better word, to be the Leaf captain, to face the media on a daily basis and sort of come up with something new to say and be, I guess the word I'm looking for is sensitive to whatever issues were going on. When to comment, when to hold back. I don't know if Matthews has yet to kind of master that, and I'm really going to be interested to see what happens if there's an in-team crisis of some kind and how Matthews deals with it. He said yesterday, "I'm not somebody who's going to be yelling a lot." Well, sometimes it does require maybe not yelling, but to be a bit more forceful. I don't know how much I don't know how much of a role or how effective he's going to be if he doesn't lose his temper once or twice along the way. It's an 82-game season, a lot of expectations here. So how he grows off the ice, certainly there's nothing wrong with his play on the ice. How he grows off the ice is going to be a big part of how he grows into wearing the C.
Well, I think, too, a part of that is a lot of it, Lance, we're not going to see anyway. We didn't see. Yep. Tavares was very even-keeled with us the whole way through, and we're led to believe it was the same behind closed doors. So I think all that matters to the Maple Leafs is that Matthews has that maturation in the dressing room. It doesn't matter what he says to us. I mean, as much as we would like him to be that way, and I do agree with you that you'd like to see a little bit more of that now out of him, now that he does have that responsibility. But we'll have to see where it goes. And I just think, like I said, as far as the leadership and everything goes, he has the respect in the room. So I suppose that can only grow, but certainly that wasn't lacking before this move was made.
So Lance, Terry mentioned it, that Tavares is going into the final year of his mega deal that he signed when he was a free agent. They have now taken the captaincy away from him. What do you think this move potentially signals, if any, about his future with the team after next season?
Well, there's a lot of speculation that he's certainly been well treated financially by this team, and will collect another full paycheck this year. I can fully see him. I think he's there is a diminishment in his play, but not noticeable. I think he's still certainly going to be in the top six, if not the top nine. I think he comes back in another year, maybe at a very, very home discount price, and helps out. I think physically he's still got a lot to offer. And there is a theory that without being captain, he'll be freed up to do some other things. Who again, to Terry's point, we don't know what goes on around in the dressing room, things that we cannot see. But the captain and the leadership group have a role in all kinds of off ice things, and if freed from that, maybe that will make him more effective player. Who knows? But I don't think we should look at this as his farewell tour. I think probably maybe another year, again, at a very discounted price, because the Leafs are still going to be up against the cap, especially if they add some name free agents along the way the next couple of years.
Yeah, I'm of the mind. This, I don't think this move yesterday in the past few days really impacts his future at all. As a Maple Leaf, I think that his goal would be to remain after next season, and I think the Leafs would like that as well. Like Lance said, it's got to be at a reduced rate. My original thinking was, if you had asked me a year ago, I would have said, well, at least at 50% less of the 11 million he's making now. But I would go even further than that to say that if John would be looking for, say, 4 years, the Leafs can't go any more than 3 or 3.5. Just in my mind, they just can't do it. Now, the other part of this too is, and it's not really anything to do with what happened yesterday, but I wonder. Okay, so you've got the steps in place now. Like I said, it's a new era with Berube behind the bench. To a degree, a new era with the new captain. Do you, a year from now, say, okay, let's if you're the Maple Leafs, break the tie cleanly with John Tavares, say thank you for your service, we're entering a new a new way to go here, and you're free to go somewhere else. I mean, we'll have to see. There's a lot that's going to happen this year in Berube's first year behind the bench, like we say, and a lot that could happen. But like Lance says, if Tavares is able to maintain a good level of play and be in that 60 to 70 point range, then of course you want to re-sign him. But I wonder if it drops off at all, and there's probably just a small chance of that, whether at least a year from now say, okay, we're moving on to something else here. I think everything would be in play, but like I said, I think off the top, my guess would be that, of course, well, not a guess, he would like to stay, and the Leafs would like to keep him for a bit at least.
Are you saying he's going back to the island, Terry?
I'm not saying anything like that.
No. That would be quite the story.
Yeah.
If John Tavares ends up going
who
back
knows?
to the island.
I just think all of those avenues would have to remain open. I don't think it'd be a slam dunk that they'd be back. Because the other thing is, too, guys, let's say if the Leafs do not do well this year in the playoffs again, well, Tavares has been here for all of that.
Yeah.
So
that's the one. Yeah.
Yep, a lot left to be decided here with John Tavares moving forward. I'm sure we're going to be talking a lot about it heading into next season. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For Terry Koshan and Lance Hornby, I'm Rob Wong. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.